Brother Lieutenant Locks, Captain Pike, and the Chief Chaplain of the Flesh Terrors Carnarvon all arrive in the Lost City to find a horrible, horrible fate that has befallen the city. A full demonic incursion is in progress, and Gardrak's forces have built unholy monoliths all over the city. Orbital imagery have shown the city to be completely overrun. And just to make things worse, another chaos portal has been built in the city where a second Cauldron Lord, the first Lord of the War Hosts, Skyrak the Slaughterer, has arrived. And the Lord Skyrak has brought with him an entire squad of heralds. The monoliths are everywhere. Demons are coming from every corner of the city. And Gardrak and his forces are in the back at the excavation site, which is the title of this mission. Gardrak is overseeing the excavation of the Great Seat of Power. Special rules for this mission is going to be at the excavation site where the mutants are working ceaselessly to try to uncover the Great Seat of Power. On a roll of a 6, you roll 1d6 at the beginning of each turn. On the roll of a 6, the Chaos Forces find the Seat of Power. In addition, each monolith and each warp portal on the board give the demons a 4+ invulnerable save against all attacks. And the demons also, because they make the warp stable, get to re-roll instability tests, and they get to re-roll tests on the warp table. For the loyalists have 2 objectives. Each monolith comes with it itself a 5+ invulnerable save and count as armor 12 all around. Each time a monolith is destroyed, demons take -1 to their leadership and -1 to their invulnerable save, to a minimum of a 6+ invulnerable save. So 2 monoliths that get destroyed will mean that all demons after that will have a 6+ invulnerable save. Turn 1 coming up. So this is the end of Chaos turn number 1. Skyrak and Gardrak ordered their forces forward. So all the bloodletters emerged from the monoliths and they all raced forward. Skyrak raced forward with his heralds, and the demons over here coming out of the monolith all raced forward. When doing the warp storm table, we got Khorne's Wrath. Khorne's Wrath was quite devastating this time around, killing a number of guardsmen from one inquisitorial unit, a unit here. Some veterans was killed. More inquisitorial guard was killed over here. 1 Death Company Marine was killed. And 1 Grey Knight Terminator was also killed. Then the traitor guardsmen here all shot down at the Terminator unit. along with the Hellbrute with the plasma cannon shot at the Terminator unit, did nothing. So that is the end of Chaos turn 1. Loyalist turn 1 coming up. And at the beginning of the Loyalist turn, the Loyalists all moved up, making a firing line. The Death Company moved up behind the Purifiers. The Purifiers, the Battle Tank, the Chimera, and the Guardsmen here from the 157 all fired into the Bloodletters, killing them all but 2. And the second Bloodletter squad over here tried to move up, but the Terminators and the Scouts with the sniper rifles killed 2 more. That's all for that side. On this end of the table, the Death Company Dreadnought with his fleet of foot moved up, assaulted the Bloodletters here with his Blood Talons. He caused 4 wounds, but because of the monolith here, the Bloodletters all made their 4 invulnerable saves. Gardrak and his honor guard all moved up. The mutants here toiling in the excavation site, trying to recover the Great Seat of Power. This turn found nothing, was not able to roll a 6. And the Cauldron Lord, Skyrak, watch as his Bloodletters got destroyed by the Loyalist forces. Turn 2 coming up. The beginning of the Chaos turn 2. Skyrak and his demonic forces all pushed forward. The monoliths spawned a unit of flesh hounds. This monolith here spawned a unit of flesh hounds. The monolith on that side also spawned a unit of flesh hounds. And the Purifiers here, 3 Purifiers and the Justicar was killed by the plasma cannon from the Hellbrute. And this unit of demons attempted to charge the Purifiers, but the Purifiers shot them down before that they could reach, killing 3 more. That was pretty much the end of the demons' turn. Other than that, all they could do was run forward. Loyalist turn 2 coming up. And at the beginning of the Loyalist turn, the Loyalists decide that they need to make a desperate move as they move in towards Skyrak the Slaughterer, the first Cauldron Lord on Angron's War Council. And if you've never seen Purifiers and Death Company fight together, you gotta see it. They destroyed the demons very quickly. The Death Company, led by the Chaplain, and the Purifiers moved in, swept through the demons, and are now moving towards the next part of Skyrak's host. Here, the Loyalists poured all of their fire into the last 2 demon units, killing 2. The battle tank destroyed 1 monolith, dropping the demons saved down to 5 now. Brother Lieutenant Locks and his squad, Terminator squad, are moving forward with the Loyalists. The Flesh Terrors, Land Raider Crusader came up, destroyed the Hellbrute. Death Company came over here, assaulted the traders here, wiped them out to the man, and the Loyalists are moving over the city, taking territory. Unfortunately for the Loyalists, Gardrak has recovered the Great Seat of Power. He now has all 3 artifacts. All he needs to do now is survive to turn 5, and Ingron will be free. Stand by. Chaos turn 3 coming up. We're at the beginning of turn 3. I'm going to try and do this quickly just to show you. Skyrak now has the Great Seat of Power. Gardrak. Gardrak now has the Great Seat of Power here. And Gardrak is going to attempt now, with the black stone and the blood crystal in his possession, he's going to attempt now at the beginning of turn 3 to activate the Seat of Power. And when he does, the warp will open into this world. This world will start being sucked into the warp, and the Demon Primarch Ingron will appear. He needs to roll a 6. Here we go. And it's a 5. Turn 3.